Rise and shine from the east side, y'all. Welcome back to Sunnyside Sovereignty. My name is Sunny, and we are back for your Sovereign Stargaze astrological forecast for the month of April 2024 for the sign of Gemini. Welcome and welcome back, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How y'all living? What's up? All right. So, today is April 9th. We just had a new moon total solar eclipse yesterday, April 8th, in the sign of Aries. It is Aries season, okay? Kicking off the astrological new year as well as spring, okay? And we also have a full moon on April 23rd in the sign of Libra. Sunny, why are you talking about all of this? Like, why does this matter? Well, both of these energies, these moon cycles, these moon phases will affect your 11th and 5th house. Sunny, you're still talking gibberish. What does that mean? Your 11th house deals with technology, groups, friends, group settings, hobbies, humanitarianism, the future, hopes and wishes, okay? As well as social awareness. And your 5th house deals with joy, creativity, like childlike energy, romance, drama, okay? Playfulness, did I say joy? And self-expression, okay? So just take mental note of any changes, any shifts, anything that you might notice that pertains to these particular areas of life for the next month or so, okay? We also are in Mercury retrograde in the sign of Aries, so there is a lot of Aries energy. There might be a lot of people who might be feeling super aggressive or sensitive right now, so just be aware of that, okay? So, right. I'm looking at my notes, Gemini. I got something about subliminals and something about pettiness. Why is this relevant? With this Aries energy, I do feel like people could be throwing subliminal shots at you, Gemini. Okay, this is making sense now. Perfect example. Kendrick Lamar is a Gemini. You know, for those of you who are hip hop lovers who are into music, what's going on in the media right now? Future, the rapper Future, as well as the producer Metro Boomin and Kendrick Lamar, they dropped a song, and Kendrick seemed to diss Drake and J. Cole. Mind you, I love all of these artists, by the way. This is just an example, okay? He dropped a diss dissing Drake and J. Cole because they had a song called First Person Shooter, and you know, if you know, you know, look it up. And so J. Cole finally released a track, and he responded to Kendrick dissing him, but he actually recently, while he was on tour, did a show where he apologized publicly about the response to Kendrick Lamar. Like I said, he was a Gemini, and I believe Cole is either Capricorn or Aquarius, or somewhere in that timeline. And he apologized and said he was going to remove his diss track from off the music, the project that he just released, because he just feels like Kendrick Lamar is a great artist, and that you know, I just feel like, right, two black men in the industry, we did right have bigger issues, bigger fish to fry, as opposed to beef and all these other things, right? Stand up gentlemen, okay? I'm using it as an example because, right, I wrote these notes the other day, and now it's just clicked. I didn't think about this when I was writing the notes, and I'm like, that is an example. So this could be happening on a micro scale. You might find that somebody could be taking subliminal shots at you, whether this is at work, whether this is online, whether this is family, whether this is at old friends, whatever have you, exes. Mercury retrograde, okay? Past issues, the conversations could be coming up, right? People could just be being petty. Now, I don't know if this is you also, Gemini, right? What did Kendrick say? What song is that? Is it Be Humble? He said, I get way too petty once you let me do the extras. I feel like, with that example I use, I just feel like somebody's sitting back waiting, because like it's almost like I'm waiting because I'm ready to be petty right now. Like normally I'm the bigger person, but I'm willing to be petty right now. You get what I'm saying? Now, I'm not condoning anything. I'm not saying be petty, and I'm not saying that, you know, it's okay for other people to be petty. But I'm just letting you know, being aware of the energy that's in the air this month, Gemini. But also with subliminals, I was getting more so like, I don't know, for those of you who listen to like meditation on YouTube, sounds and things like that, they do have more subliminal messages for specific things. Like, you know, sometimes I'll play subliminal messages when I go to sleep, because it penetrates the subconscious. It gets to those subconscious thoughts that we don't necessarily always recognize is there until something triggers it and pulls it into the light. So if you play certain subliminal messages, like let's say you have a skewed relationship with finances and money, you can play financial subliminals to remove like poverty mindset while you're sleeping. It could be something related to relationships, it could be whatever, but something about playing subliminal messages. Or maybe some of you are just super aware and super sensitive to subliminal messages. Like me, commercials are the perfect example of subliminal messages. Billboards, like just little things that you think are kind of irrelevant, but like they do this deep conscious programming throughout the day. Because if I see the same billboard, if I see these same commercials, perfect example, you trying to eat healthy, whatever, all of a sudden you're watching your favorite sports game and a McDonald's commercial come on. You're not really hungry, you just ate, but that commercial came on, and now you want to go to McDonald's drive-thru and buy some food. That's what happens. That's why they have commercials, to push consumerism. So I'm just saying some of you might be more conscious of subliminal messaging that is kind of being thrown at you everywhere. Okay, right. And I forgot I wrote down retail therapy. Some of you, this could be triggering like compulsive shopping, or some of you, maybe that to you that is genuinely a form of therapy. You're like, okay, well, I want to feel my best today, so I'm going to go shopping and buy something to make me feel cute. Just don't overdo it. That's all I'm saying. Right. Got gossip. It was a big emphasis on gossip. Oh, and like click energy. So I was getting that song Click by Big Sean. Who's on that track? Is it Kanye West? Can't nobody do it like my click. So I don't know. Maybe somebody feels like somebody's being childish, like middle school, high schoolish. Because when I think of clicks, I think of high school, right? You had the jocks, the cheerleaders, the popular, sporty, good-looking kids. You got your drama theater kids. You got your robotics, nerdy tech kids. You got the introvert kids who just stay to themselves, don't really socialize. You got you got the band geeks. Like, it's giving clicks. Maybe some of you are trying to find your soul tribe in that way, people who resonate with you, who have the same hobbies. Maybe some of you are looking for different classes or events to go to with like-minded people. Let's say you've been wanting to take a pottery class or something, and you've been having trouble finding it, and you find it, and you've been having a blast. It could be something like that. Or maybe some of you thought you joined a program that was supposed to be motivational, uplifting, all these things, and you come to find out that they're super catty or something like that. And you're like, dang, like I thought this was supposed to be a positive group, and here we are. Like, what is this? This is not really what I thought it was. So it just depends on what side of the spectrum you're on. I was picking up on something about a celebration. I don't know what you could be celebrating, Gemini. Maybe somebody is inviting you to a celebration. I feel like that could be a thing. So just pay attention if you're getting any invites to certain places right now, Gemini. I do feel like people might be inviting you to certain places. I was picking up on something about Mexico. Right. So far, the only other sign I picked up on, like specific locations, was Taurus, but Italy came up in their reading. So I don't know, once again, if it has anything to do with Mexican food. Somebody might be actually planning a trip, vacation, or whatever have you to Mexico. Some of you could be trying to learn Spanish. Some of you are Mexican descent, or maybe you have friends and relatives who are Mexican descent, and this is relevant to you. This is very specific. Remember, this is a general reading. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it resonates, that's great. Okay. I also was picking up on hush money. Now, this is also very specific, and I felt random. Hush money. So I'm getting examples, right? With the gossip, like let's think tabloids, let's think celebrity, right? Some celebrities do pay off blogs and paparazzi, whatever, to not put certain things out there. They will pay them like, hey, I heard you had this photo of me. Hey, I heard you had this story of me. If I pay you XYZ, like what you need, because I don't want that out there. You get what I'm saying? I don't want that published about me. I want that to be private. I don't need it. Whether it's necessarily good or bad, or whether it's really going to affect that person's reputation or not. Some people, just private people, they don't want that out. It was also giving me the example of, this is just an example, but once again, these could be like real life things that are happening to certain people. Okay. This could be like a couple, right? I'm just using the man as an example. Let's say the man or somebody in the relationship is cheating with a side piece or a mistress or mister or whatever, and this person is like, yeah, that's fine, but you got to give me some hush money, like, and so I won't tell your wife or your husband, like, you got to pay me. Once again, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's just the examples that I'm getting. Somebody's like, no, I need hush money. This could be a court case. Somebody's like, you want me not to snitch? You want me not to give evidence? I need some money. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Okay. Something about your dreams, your visions, epiphanies could be very vivid right now, very lucid, so take mental note of that. Some of you, this could be like a passed on, a dead loved one that crossed over, that is coming to you in the spirit realm, in dreams, trying to communicate with you. Something about saving your money. So like I said, if you're feeling real fancy and you shopping a lot right now, there is a need to, you need to ball on a budget right now. I feel like Mercury retrograde is never the time to make crazy, elaborate, big purchases. Smaller purchases, yes, but there tends to be a lot of issues with having to return certain things or get things repaired sooner than later when you purchase like bigger stuff during Mercury retrograde. So keep that in mind. Something about discernment when it comes to love, not moving too fast. Some of you, there is something about somebody, or this could be you wanting to have a certain conversation or send a certain message, but trying to think it out thoroughly, like, oh, should I say it like this, or should I say it like this? Should I send it now, or should I wait a couple of days? It's something about a deliberation of like how to say something, when to say something. There could be some unexpected resources coming to you at this time. So once again, be open, but also use your discernment to any like invitations or invites and offers right now, because there could be some unexpected resources from unlikely places during this time. Something about architecture, landscaping, construction. I don't know if some of you are in this field. I don't know if some of you are getting some work done to your home, around your home, or people are coming to you for this type of service. But I do feel like in your work area, you are kind of shining right now. So don't be afraid to, be confident and show how much you know, show your skills, because I do think your skills will be highlighted during this time. Okay. Also something about when one door closes, another one opens, and you're divinely guided right now. Oh, right. Increasing your reaction to others, like being flexible with your reactions. We did have this like gossip, petty energy at the beginning, so just recognizing that maybe a year ago, 3 years ago, 5, 10 years ago, you would have reacted or responded a certain way, and that around this time, recognizing your growth. And that's going to look different for everybody. If you've always been a doormat your whole life, and you always brush things under the rug and let people treat you any and every type of way, your reaction might be a little more aggressive and bold this time, and it might be a little harsh and come off a little like, whatever around this time. And that's not necessarily a bad thing to me if you've been a doormat your whole life. And then vice versa, maybe you was always a hothead and you going off whenever somebody did the slightest thing to you back in the day, and maybe you're recognizing your growth, like, oh, 3 years ago I really would have slapped this person in the middle of this store right now just for trying to cut me in line or whatever have you, talking to me crazy. I would have slapped them, but this time I just kind of like respectfully, like, you don't want no smoke type of thing. I'm not gonna slap you, but you will know to stop playing with me type of thing, So depending on what side of the spectrum you are on. I don't know why I'm getting that storyline of the rapper, the baby, when he I think he killed that man at Walmart. It's not funny, but I don't know why I'm getting that storyline. Yeah. So do I have anything else for my Geminis? Manifestation. I feel like you will start seeing things that you wanted coming in a little faster, right? I'm trying to give an example without like getting too personal. Like for me, I love to dance, and so there's a specific type of dance, and I was looking for a dance community, and for years I was having trouble. I want to say for about 2.5, 3 years, I was having trouble finding a specific type of dance community. And this year, right, I didn't even have to go out looking. After all this time, I was looking, trying to find a specific style in like dance community. And the owner of this company found me on Instagram, reached out to me, invited me to an audition for this style of dance and all these things. After I kind of gave up and stopped even looking into it, and it kind of happened faster than I thought, because I thought that it would take even longer because it has seemed to be taking longer. So you get what I'm saying? Like unexpected opportunities that you have to adapt to and kind of seize the potential when you see it. Because I'm saying seize the potential because it might happen quick. Because when the chick messaged me on Instagram, the audition was the following day. And now for those of you who have like crazy hectic schedules and got to do something a third, I feel like other people might have been like, oh, tomorrow, like, I'm scared, like, I gotta prepare, like, what's up? But I was like, you know what, tomorrow, I was like, I got stuff to do, but as soon as I leave school, I'm gonna take myself to that audition, because this is something I've been waiting for, and I was shocked to even get the message. So I'm using it as an example. Something else, being grateful for other people's blessings, like, right, the celebration. For example, you hear those stories of family members and friends who get jealous when like people around them in their circle get married before them or engaged before them, or they have children before them, because that's something that they really want. So being happy. So like I said, something about getting invitation celebration, like instead of getting invited to an engagement party and being kind of bitter, like, oh, when am I going to get married too? It's like, no, the more you are excited for the people around you, it also kind of, right, speeds up your manifestation. It's like, oh, right, if it's happening to this person next to me, my blessings have to be around the corner, because we are on the same vibration, because this is my tribe and this blessing is happening to them. So I see God working. I see the Most High working in people around me. So I know God will not forsake me and my blessings. You get what I'm saying? So be happy for other people's good fortune. Yeah, I feel like it might be, vice versa as well. You might be seeing people who might not be happy for your blessings, or, just pay attention to people's reactions when you tell them certain things. You tell your family, oh, I just got this job. Oh, I just got this new pet. Oh, I just got invited to do a speaking engagement here, whatever it may be, and watch people's reactions. It shows you who's really there for you and who's not. Okay, Gemini, I love you guys so much. I love you. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, it's Sunnyside Sovereignty. Okay, everything will be in the description box below. My email is sunnysidesovereignty@gmail.com if you'd like to book a personal session. I was going to say section. Okay, whatever. I love you. I love you. Share this with a Gemini. Okay, all right, bye.